Hello, I've got a message for you. All you need to do is choose one of these three piles of cards. So I've got pile number 1, Sage and Amethyst. I've got pile number 2, Rose Quartz and Rosemary. And then I've got pile number 3, Thyme and Quartz. So just take a little minute, close your eyes, connect with your intuition. Which one are you drawn to? So welcome to Rooted Souls Tarot. I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for finding us and for joining us. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. It's really lovely to have you again. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I've got these 3 piles and I'm going to read them all, and then I'll put timestamps down below. Obviously, I'm going to start with number 1. So it's a message for you. A message of any description. So I don't know what's in these cards. I've dealt them blind, and I'm just going to turn them over and see what message comes through. So, right, pile number 1. We have the Lovers. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Strength card. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Goddess, no, they're not the Goddess, Message from Your Angels cards. Rochelle, as you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Okay, so we'll put that to one side. We'll have a little bit of a look what the rest of these cards say. So I've got the Lovers card here. And obviously the Lovers is a connection, a deep connection with somebody. So it may well be that this message that is coming through to you today is connected to a relationship with somebody. And obviously it doesn't have to be a significant other, although it can be. It can just be somebody that you have a really deep connection with. So a relative, a friend, a co-worker, a boss, whoever. But this relationship is one that you feel is, you know, it's deep. It feels emotional. If this person walked out your life tomorrow, you'd be upset. It's, you know, it's that really important person in your life. So obviously there's a message surrounding this person, whether it is that you have there's a situation surrounding the person that you are feeling like you are maybe clinging on to something, holding on to something in some way. The 4 of Pentacles, the traditional 4 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck, he's got coins, 1 under each foot, 1 on his head and 1 over his heart. And I think maybe this, you're feeling, it feels to me very much like you're protecting your heart in some way, or maybe holding on to something a little bit too tightly. See, she's clutching her purse there, close to her heart. So I definitely feel that the message that you're meant to hear right now is one where you need to maybe open your mind a little bit about the person that springs to mind when we talk about this relationship. Everybody has got that person that, you know, when I'm talking about relationships, they immediately sort of click to a specific person, and that is probably the person we're talking about. So there's something regarding this person that maybe you need to open your mind a little bit, and maybe there's something that you potentially need to release about this person. Maybe there's something that you're holding on to, something that's been said or something that's happened in the past, and you're struggling to move on from that. But the message for you is release, let something go. We've got the Page of Swords there, and the pages generally bring messages, but they can also be, obviously they're young energy, they're all about learning. And I think maybe that you are starting to see things in a clearer way, that you maybe having a bit of a light bulb moment that's going to help you shift that energy and going to help you release whatever it is that's holding you back, really. I think holding the relationship, maybe keeping it quite stagnant and quite stuck in this place because you're not able to move forwards, because you're holding on to something that needs to go. It needs to clear space to let that energy flow back and for things to move forwards with you the way that it needs to. Like I say, the pages, that young energy, the energy of opening your eyes and seeing things in a whole different way, of coming at things from a young, fresh perspective, looking at things in a simpler way rather than overcomplicating things. So moving forwards, we've got the Strength card there. I love these cards. The Wild Wood Tarot, I think they are. Wild Unknown Tarot. The Strength card there. And we've got, with that, we've got the Four of Swords. So I think moving forwards, I think you're going to have to draw on some strength somewhere. Or maybe, you know, if we think about our inner chatter, that constant voice that's in the back of our head, if we think about that as the lion in the Strength card, about maybe taming that inner chatter and maybe trying to filter out the noise, that negative noise that comes with that constant chatter that's inside our head, that's maybe not quite useful, that's maybe keeping us in this circle of energy where we're not letting go and we're not moving forwards because we've got this constant chatter that's going on in our head. In the traditional Rider-Waite, you know, we have the woman and she's taming the lion. And like I say, if we look at that lion as being our inner thoughts, our inner negative self-talk even, then, you know, by really connecting to your strength and learning to filter out that noise, then I think that's going to be beneficial for you moving forwards within this relationship. And I think you're going to be able to do that by finding a connection with yourself, by taking some time out, by giving your mind a little bit of a rest, maybe with some meditation, or just getting outside, connecting with nature, doing whatever it is for you that helps you to calm your mind, that helps to quieten that negative self-talk inside your head. So for everybody it's going to be different, because we are all different, aren't we? And you know, for some of you, getting on a yoga mat is going to be brilliant. Digging in the garden, just having a nice hot shower, taking a long bath, eating some cake, whatever it is that lifts your vibration, that sort of makes you distracted and able to filter out that noise. Meditation's the best way, top and bottom, or getting out in nature. It's always going to be the most direct route to oneself. But yeah, I think moving forwards, if you can sort of tame your inner lion with some peaceful time, with some reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with your higher self, reconnecting with your soul, I think that's going to really help you to get that energy going and help you to move forwards within this relationship. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. No, we've not. We've got the Queen of Swords next. So she's all about starting to see things clearly, starting to see things as they really are. You know, she is a queen. She's very smart. She's very analytical. She's very decisive. And I think moving forwards within this relationship dynamic, I think once you have released whatever it is that you've been holding on to, I think you are going to start seeing things, you know, the way that you need to, in their true way, in the reality of things. And I think that's going to be really helpful for you moving forwards. We've got the Five of Pentacles as our last card. And that is the card of perceived lack. So if we're still talking within the realms of a relationship, maybe there is going to be something that you still feel that you are lacking in, despite the fact that you see things clearly, despite the fact that you've got a sort of a broader view on things and a more balanced view on things moving forwards. I think there is going to be something that's going to come forwards or become apparent, that there is a lack of something within the relationship. For some of you, it could be a lack of something, that's not necessarily part of the relationship, but that's affecting the relationship. So it could be health, obviously being a pentacle, health, wealth, stuff. It could be that you're lacking in something, which is then affecting your relationship in some way, or it's dictating how your relationship unfolds. But I think moving forwards, it's, this last card that was at the bottom of the pack, La Rochelle, sorry, that's a town near where I live in France, Rochelle. As you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So I think if you follow your heart, if you follow your instincts, and move forwards in a freer way, in a more open way, then that prosperity, that thing that you feel, that you perceive to be lacking, is going to flow your way anyway. So do not fear. I hope that's been helpful. I'd love to know down in the comments if that has been of any use to you, if it's resonated with you in any way. And don't forget, obviously, this is a general reading, so just take it as it resonates for you. It's going to mean something completely different, and the relationships are going to be something completely different for everybody else. But yeah, I'd love to know in the comments how it resonated with you. And yeah, brilliant. Okay then, right, well, I will leave you with that, pack number 1. And I'm going to move over now to pack number 2, or pile number 2 even. Right, so we've got the rosemary and rose quartz. So as I said earlier, I've just literally dealt these blind. We've got 7 cards plus a messages from your angel card. So we'll see what message is going to be in here for you, pile number 2. So we have the Star. We have the Ace of Cups, nice start. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess, interesting. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. And then our message from your angels card, Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Now, I don't think that's any coincidence that we've got the Star card here along with Astara. So let's have a little bit of a look what message we've got for you today, in amongst pile number 2. So the Star. The Star is a lovely card. It's the card of hope. It's the card of faith. It's the card of literally bringing your dreams down to earth. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. So I think the theme of this reading for you is very much about your hopes and dreams, about the things that you are hoping for within the next sort of phase of life, the things that you're putting your energy into, the things that you are pushing towards. And for some of you, that could well be love. We've got that lovely Ace of Cups there. It could be love, and there may well be a new love coming in for you. But it could also be just literally the beginning of new happiness, a new cycle, a new start, the beginning of something that is going to bring you more happiness within your life. And don't forget, this is a general reading, means different things for different people. So just take from it what resonates. But it's going to look something different for everybody. Like I say, for some of you, you may well find that you are attracting new love into your life if that's what you're looking for. And sometimes even if it's not what you're looking for, especially when you're not looking for it. But it feels very positive, this reading. It feels really like a brand new start, and it's the things that you've been hoping for, been dreaming about, been working towards. And we've got that Ten of Wands there. The Ten of Wands is obviously about feeling weighed down, about feeling like you've got a burden, you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I think, for a lot of you, I think it will literally be a burden of sorts within not a physical burden, and maybe a mental burden for a lot of you, that you felt quite weighed down, and the energy has felt quite heavy, and you feel like you've been carrying a lot moving forwards. For some of you, it might actually be a physical burden, something that you've overstretched yourself on. Maybe you've overstretched yourself with time or with work, or you're feeling put on by other people, and you've taken on extra tasks and extra chores and extra stuff that's just like really weighing heavy on you. But I think the key to the Ten of Wands is that it's not forever, and you're nearly there. It's nearly time to put, it's a 10, it's the end of the cycle. It's nearly time to put all of those things down so that you can move on. And I think that whatever you've been carrying has been very much part of you working towards your hopes and dreams. So by being at that 10, you're nearly there. It's nearly time to put all those things that you've been juggling, that you've been carrying, that have felt really heavy. It's nearly time to put them down so that you can move into the next phase. So as we do that, we've got that Ace of Pentacles there. We've got the I can never remember the name of it. Wild Unknown Tarot. Lovely, lovely tarot deck. That lovely Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of a new opportunity, something that you can nurture, you can grow on, something tangible. So it could well be a new relationship, it could be new job, new home, but something, a new something, a brand new start in some area of your life that you have now got the possibility, and I think it is related to your hopes and dreams, that you've got the possibility of putting your time and energy into. We've got the High Priestess there. Obviously, she's very, very psychic. She's very connected to intuitive side. She's got very yin energy, so very introspective energy. So I think moving forward, you are going to be putting your time and energy into this new project, and I think it's going to very much be led by your intuition, by your connection, and it's I think when we can connect with our higher self, with our intuition, it really it shows, because we end up going in directions that maybe we might not have, if we just used our head, we might not have gone into, but because we feel that it's right and we're being led by how it feels, it's sending us in the right direction, and things just fall into place naturally, rather than, sometimes when you just feel like you're battling things and everything feels difficult. It's like walking in mud, isn't it? And when things are right and you're leading from your intuition, things just flow. And that is what I think moving forwards with this message for you need to do. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about honing your skills. It can be about learning as well, going back to school. It's also about, working hard. So I think in this new project that you've got going on, again, whether it's home, whether it's relationship, whether it's work, you're going to be either learning something new, or just really building on the skills that you've got, or just really just working hard to make it work, to make it grow, to bring it to life. It's not clarified, but our next card is the Knight of Pentacles there. And the Knight of Pentacles, he's moving forwards, but he's moving forwards in a careful and concise manner. He's really weighing up the best way to move forwards. And I think this is the energy that you've got moving on. Obviously you've got this opportunity of this new beginning, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some careful planning to bring it into life, to bring it to be the best that it possibly can be. Yeah, I think this is all about your dreams, your hopes and dreams, whatever it is that you have been working towards. You've got the opportunity. The opportunities come in that Ace of Pentacles, and and you've now got to use your connection with yourself to move yourself forwards. Move yourself forwards by working hard, by learning whatever it is you need to learn, and to be cautious and careful about how you move forward, how you're going to get the best out of this opportunity. Yeah, and don't forget, Astara, you deserve the best. You do deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. And so, you by putting all of your energy, by putting all of your hard work into this situation, it's going to, turn out the best it possibly can be. I think the message is that it's on you. This, you've brought this down to earth. You've wished on your star. You've brought this thing into being, and you're being given the opportunity with that Ace of Pentacles there. And how it moves forward, how you move forward with this, is entirely up to you. So I'm going to leave it there. If you like this reading, it'd be amazing if you could let me know what's going on with you, how this resonates with you, if it does. And yeah, I love to read your comments. It's always really nice to see what's going on with everybody. And if you feel like you want to subscribe as well, become part of the little community that I'm trying to build here, that's always a winner. But in the meantime, you take care of yourself, and I'll catch up again with you very, very soon. And I'm going to move on to pile number 3. So, pile number 3, hello and welcome. We have here the Time and Quartz pile. So this is a message for you. It could be on any subject. I've shuffled these cards and I've just dealt them and I've just left them. I've not looked at them. So we're just going to lay them out and see how this is going to play out for you. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. We have the Devil. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Justice card. We have the Fool. Ooh, new exciting stuff. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Tower. Wow, there's a massive shift coming for you, number 3. And we have our, what's it called? Messages from the Angels card, Doreen Virtue. You have Yvonne. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on heaven and in earth are watched over by angels. Okay, right, I'll put that to one side for the moment. Right, this reading for you is about your connection to your spirituality. There we go. We've got the Hierophant at the beginning. So I think that for you, the message that you need to hear, pile number 3, is all about your connection to your spirituality. And actually, for a lot of you, your connection to self, to your higher self, to yourself, to your soul, to you, however you want to put it. And I think this is important for you at this given moment. So whether you have been feeling disconnected from yourself, whether you have been feeling doubtful within your faith of some description, or whether the way that you are looking at your spirituality has shifted in some way. We've got the Devil card as our next card. And the Devil card is all about lower vibrational energy, sort of quite negative, flat, heavy energy. And I actually feel that a lot of you that are receiving this message have been in that place recently, which is not unsurprising because, given what's going on in the outside world, it'd be very easy to fall into that. It's that energy of I can't, or I don't deserve it, or I'm not worthy, and just really very, very heavy energy. And I think the message for you within this reading, pile number 3, is that it is really important that you lift your vibration at this time. Like I say, the devil energy is one of self-sabotage. It's one of falling into old patterns of behaviour, old coping mechanisms, things that you've used to help you cope in the past that actually don't serve you anymore. They're not, you've been there, done that, and now it's time to move on. And like I say, it's negative. It's I can't do that, or I don't, just really heavy energy of not moving forward, of putting obstacles, maybe catastrophising a little bit about things, and being just in that really negative place that it's really hard to see the light. And I think that is literally what you need to do. You need to see the light. You need to lift yourself, and that can be done in many different ways, and it's baby steps, because I know that it's hard to drag yourself out of things when you're feeling quite low and quite negative. And the ways that you can do that, number one, get outside in nature, get some of the rays on you. Well, if it's raining, get some of the rain on you. Just be outside as it is today here. Get outside, go and hug a tree. I love hugging trees. My kids think I'm absolutely bonkers. I've got there's numerous pictures that they've sneakily snapped of me hugging trees. Dig in the garden. Just take a walk in nature. Go and walk your dog. Go and sit in the park. Just get outside. It's really important. It's massive for you, mental health, and for lifting your vibration. Go and laugh with your friends. Have a nice hot bath. Have a nice hot shower. Whatever makes you happy. Get on the yoga mat. Go to the gym. However you exercise, just lifting, eating good food. Eating good food really lifts your vibration. Rather than grabbing a McDonald's on your way home from work, stop and pick up something and chuck yourself a nice pasta together with fresh ingredients. Just love yourself, nurture yourself, try and lift yourself in any way that you can. Because that's going to shift things. It's going to move that energy. Because when you start shifting your energy and start doing things differently, then that's when things start to really change. And I think you're going to be going through a bit of a period of reflection in the coming days and week. Period of reflection where you're really weighing up what's good for you and what's not, what's beneficial to you and what's not, the things that you put your energy into. What's working for you, what isn't, what's healthy for you, what isn't. And I think you're going to be, look at the energy that's coming out of his hand there. He's putting energy into the things that are beneficial to him, that are going to bring in the best results. And I think that is what you need to be doing. That's your message that you need to be doing over the coming days, is figure out what, you're not daft. What's helping me? What's helping me move forward? What's being of use to me? And the things that aren't, give them a push into the background and really push forwards on the things that are helpful to you, that are going to lift your vibration, that are going to help you move along in the most positive, brightest way. Because you are amazing and you deserve to be in that lovely energy, that high vibrational energy. Because when we're in a higher vibration, then all the things naturally flow to us that we want, that are good for us. So we've got the next phase, moving forwards, the Justice card, and we've got the Fool. So the Justice card is, in this case, I think it's about you really doing things the right way, finding balance in your life and doing things in the way that you know deep down is right for you. And basically just setting yourself off on a brand new journey. We've got the Fool there, the beginning of the Fool's journey, the first card in the tarot, in the Major Arcana. It's the beginning. Take a leap of faith. Just set out with a fresh perspective into a new journey, a new cycle for yourself, one that you've created yourself, that you've put the energy into. You've made the shift within yourself. You've shifted that energy because you realise what is right for you, what's the best for you, and you wanting to bring some balance back into your life. And by doing that, when we start shoving the energy forwards, things start going more positive for us, positively. We've got the Wheel of Fortune there. The Wheel of Fortune it has started to turn. If things have felt quite difficult and quite tricky in the recent past, which I think for a lot of you it has, you're going into a brand new cycle. Things are starting to move, things are starting to shift, and things are starting to improve for you. And I think we've got the Tower there at the end. It looks a bit grim, but it's one of my favourite cards in the pack, because you're starting to shift things and think, you're setting off on this new journey, and things are starting to shift for the better. And the energy is going to take away the things that are in your way, that are holding you back, and set you off on this brand new path. Put you on a path where you are going in the right direction, the path that is going to open up for you. And like I say, some things may be cleared out the way, some space might be made, so that the universe or the spirit, whatever you would like to call it, is going, no, this is the way, forget that, this is where you need to be going. And so I really think that your connection with yourself and with your spirituality is going to be pivotal for this end result, for you shifting and moving in the direction that you need to go in. Obviously, we've all got free will. You can do what you want, but this is what the energy is saying for you. If this is your mission, if you choose to accept it. Do you want to lift your vibration? Do you want things to set off in the way that, in the direction that is destined for you? If the answer is yes, then just do what you can to try and shift things and try and lift yourself in any way that you can. So I'm going back to Yvonne, this connection with animals. I think for some of you, your connection with animals is very much tied up with your energy levels, with your being in that negative vibe, or that positive vibe even. I've got lots of animals, and every time I cuddle a cat, that helps in really lifting me and lifting the way I feel. My animals are everything, and they really help me and my mental health on a daily basis, even if it is that the dogs need me to take them out for a walk, and they make sure that I get outside and spend some time in nature. So, if you've got a dog, if you've got animals, spend some more time with them. If you've not got any and you love them, go and find one to cuddle. Although, try not to pick up the local feral cat, because you might lose an eye or something. Yeah, don't quote me on that. So, yes, Pack 3, I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has resonated. I'd love to know if it does, how it does. If you fancy sharing, please let me know in the comments below. If you feel like you want to subscribe, then that would be amazing. I'd love to have you part of this lovely community that I'm trying to build here. But in the meantime, I will just leave it at that. And you just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and I will see you again very, very soon.